much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. And what? The bait. He is the... This bout is... The fans are ready. Here we go for round one. That jab had to hurt. That counter punch caught him clean. Which fighter will say no mas? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The jab not finding its target. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key. Hold it right there! And Barrera is rocked! Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How about that time counter shot? Those counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that last round. And a round that seemed like... Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
So close with that uppercut. Counter punches have to hurt. And that hook misses. Well done with that counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Can't score with that right uppercut. There's that counter shot. Nice counter shot. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Punch, counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. There's the bell for round three. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's that counter shot. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice counter. Punch scores. He missed with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to... There's the bell to start round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Didn't land that jab. Counter punching. Counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? And the referee's going to allow them to fight. You know the scorecards are going to be... Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. Well, he is in big... On to the 5th we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Carrying away the right hook. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Straight right just misses. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... There's the bell to start round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. At this point, you've got to believe... There's the bell to start round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
So much firepower here. That hook doesn't score. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Punch, counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym. Every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. That bell could... There's the bell to start round 8. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab doesn't find a home. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, that is a bit of a surprise.